What's going on, Tex? He's only been here a few weeks, and I don't know much about him.
Oh, Tex, why can't all men be like you?
Because if all men were like me, you women would have a harder time finding something to complain about.
Well, I've got plenty to complain about right now. Sal's gone too far this time, and I've got to do something about him. It's humiliating the way he's been flaunting his latest affair with some floozy. If I had some hard proof he's been sleeping around, I could finally divorce him and get some money from him.
Well, I can't imagine why Sal would run around on you. I mean, you're so hot.
Oh, you are such a sweetie. Listen, I'll make you a little proposition. Oh, I know what you're thinking, you naughty boy. We'll discuss that later. I saw you get jumped last night. Sal told me to keep quiet and that telling you would put my life in danger. But I'm willing to talk if you'll give me some proof that Sal is having an affair. Then I could divorce him and get some of the money he's been hiding away all these years.
You drive a hard bargain, Francesca. But I need a lead on my case, so I'll see what I can dig up on Sal.
I don't know anything about the girl Sal is seeing. I've gone through his things, but haven't been able to find anything except for this note. I think it's meant to be a coded message. I'm sorry I don't have anything more for you to work with. Let me know when you've got something.
What can I get you? Ham just opened the electronics place a while ago. He's come by for lunch a couple of times. Usually orders the brains and eggs platter. Sorry, Mife. Can't help you there. I've heard his name, but I don't know anything about him. Sorry, Mife. Can't help you there. As a matter of fact, he just left. You'd probably be interested to know that he tore up a note and left it in the trash.
Louis tells me he just took the garbage and dumped it in the trash can just outside the Bruin stew. Ardo Newpop is a gigantic goon who works at the front desk at the Golden Gate Motel. Ardo's no rocket scientist. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what a rocket scientist is. Hey, handsome, how about some service?
Okay, I think I already seen this show before anyway.
Captain Wallaby, your favorite show?
It's my third favorite show. My favorite is the Inspector Burns Fire Safety Show.
Why is that your favorite show?
'Cause fire safety is very important, and I want to grow up to be just like Inspector Burns.
Yeah, old Burnsy's the best. You know, we always play a little game called 20 Questions. You want to play?
Okay. I can answer some questions, but first I have to put on my fire hat because Inspector Burns' Fire Safety Show is going to be on pretty soon.
Well, that's not gonna work. The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Waldorf of the Pacific.
This guy comes up to me and says he don't like you hanging around here.
Ardo's not gonna let me into those rooms at the hotel. Now I've got an Inspector Burns disguise that would fool his own mother. It certainly ought to do the trick on a goofball like Ardo.
It's my hero, Inspector Burns.
And you must be Fire Ranger Ardo, my biggest fan in the entire world.
Yes, sir, Inspector Burns. You must have got the letter I sent you.
Why, yes, Ardo. I was deeply touched when I read your letter, but now I can't seem to remember a single word of it.
That's okay. I know you're pretty busy. I wanted you to inspect this hotel for fire safety. I followed all your fire safety tips.
Well, okay. I can see this means a lot to you. You're a good kid, so I'll just take a look around.
All right. I'll open the doors, Inspector Burns.
After a few minutes, I find the door to the Regency Escort Service Hotel Suite. The door's locked, but there's a security panel on the wall beside it. Looks like it requires a password. So this is the Regency Escort Service Love Suite. Now that I'm in, I'll need to find something to prove that Sal's been a frequent... Good evening, ladies and charms. I'm your entertainer tonight, Mr. Franco Spinoza. I'm gonna be playing some songs that I know you'll love. Listen to this one. Hard and cold, it's what it does to me. Hot and cold, the shower sprays on me. La la, hey, la la la, to hell with it. Apparently this closet doesn't get used. Hopefully this isn't Sal's negligee. The color's all wrong for him. I love finding unlocked drawers. $12. Some people would take this change, but not me. Cash maybe, but not change. Camera. Too bad there's no film in it. There's no dust on it, though. Must have been used recently. A Gideon's Bible. It figures. Everything points to Sal being an aspiring televangelist. Looks like the upper left drawer is locked. I'll bet I could open it if I had something to pick the lock. Looks like a couple of objects have fallen into the drain. With that screwdriver, I could undo the screws on this drain cover and get that roll of film. This vase looks like it was mounted here to hold flowers or something. Someone's dropped a cork into this mounted vase. The opening's too narrow to get my hand in. I'd break it, but it looks like it's made out of saranite, that new unbreakable plastic. The cork looks like a typical champagne cork with some wire mesh on it. Wire mesh. Well, that's not gonna work. That hot tub actually looks like it might be fun. But maybe too much fun. Someone's dropped a... As I fill up the mounted vase, the champagne cork flows to the top. I'm just gonna reach in and pick it up. I can just get this piece of wire off. There we go. Looks like the upper left drawer. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work. Oh, yuck, the towel smells. Oh, yuck, the towel smells like mildew and fine hops. Oh, yuck. The towel smells like mildew and fine hops. Now I just need to get that roll of film out of there. Now I just need to get that roll of film out of there. Now I just need to get that roll of film out of there. Now I just need to get that roll of film out of there. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna... I can't get that while the force field is... These pictures are sick. Francesca will be so happy.
Well, gorgeous, you're back. Did you get the evidence I need?
Okay, I'm working on it, but I need some help from you.
I thought you understood the terms of our agreement. Get the scoop on my husband, or you won't get any help from me. Okay, Tex, so what have you got for me? Oh, excellent! This will do the job nicely. I'll answer all your questions now. Can't help you, Tex. I was up late, having some espresso, then I saw you get jumped. The guy who hit you was real small, maybe a 5'6", 130 pounds. I didn't see his face. He took your package you were carrying, then ran off. It looked like a professional hit, but he wasn't trying to kill you. Believe me, if he wanted to, he could have. After the first guy took off, I saw another guy come running down from your office. He bent over you and went through your coat. Then he ran off too. I recognized the second guy. He was a mutant named Pug. In fact, I remember seeing him hanging around your office for the past few days. Anyway, I went over to make sure you were okay. Sal showed up a few minutes later, and I made him carry you up to your office. That's all I know.
Hiya, Murphy. Well, you see my new nose. I'm so excited. I'm gonna look and feel like a new man.
Well, that's swell, Beak. Hope you're feeling grateful enough to answer some more questions.
Yeah, sure. Anything. Well, Pug and I used to hang out sometimes, but I haven't seen him for a while. I heard he's gotten a job of some kind. He doesn't work very often, and he usually sleeps in a box down by the Snow White warehouse. Sure, I heard of him. Billionaire. Made his money in mining and colonizing up on Mars.
Following Beak's instructions, I hang around the warehouse. Not long after, a gust of wind carries a horrible stench into my nasal passages. I turn and see a shadowy figure waddle into the alley.
The way you look at me, it makes me nervous.
Oh, don't get me wrong, Pug. I'm here for a friendly chat.
You mean you're not there to hurt me?
Well, I might beat you to a bloody pulp. Or you can be sensible and just return my wallet.
Why are you treating me like I'm some kind of criminal?
Well, I'm no lawyer, but last I heard, robbery was illegal.
You're a cynical person, if you'll forgive my saying so.
Yep, that's me, a cynical PI with a loaded gun and no wallet.
Here's your wallet. You will see I have spent very little of your money. Tell me, how did you find me?
Well, you're pretty sneaky, but someone saw you rob me. They also said you were tailing me.
I was hired to follow you. I provide people with information through ways of my own.
People actually hire you? Who's the sap that had you following me?
I was hired by an old PI who called himself the Colonel. He paid me to follow you and report back on everyone I saw you talk to. He also wanted me to tell him if I saw you with the little statue of a bird. He told me very little else, though he said that he had to find out if you could be trusted. There, I have told you everything I know. Now let me go, and I shall not bother you again.
The Colonel was my mentor in the detective biz. When I was a young, idealistic crime fighter, I didn't understand some of the Colonel's unethical PI methods. I reported the Colonel to the PI licensing board, and his license was temporarily revoked. In the years since, I've come to understand and even occasionally use the Colonel's questionable methods, but we've never made up. I haven't seen the Colonel's office since we fell out 15 years ago. From the look of the exterior, the Colonel's kept it up nicely. I knock on the door and it swings open. The place is trashed.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to put off that trip to the Caribbean. Maybe permanently.
My God, what happened? Who did this to you?
A chameleon. He's some kind of shapeshifter. I swear he's the devil himself.
What did he want? Why did he attack you?
Oh, He thought I had it. When he found out I didn't, he tried to torture me into telling him where it was. Yeah, he got impatient, stuck a knife in my chest. I must have passed out. I didn't get enough sleep last night. Well,
What was he looking for?
the winter chip. The cult wants it. Planning a doomsday party. They're afraid whoever's got the chip might stop them. You're gonna have to find it and get it to Capricorn. Yeah, they know what to do with it.
But I don't know where to look. You gotta give me some help.
There's no time. There's a disc by the bookcase. It's got information on the winter chip. Don't fail me, Tex. I hope to God you've learned something after all these years.
I fly the colonel to the hospital and the attendants rush him into surgery, but won't tell me what his chances are. I know I should go and search the colonel's office for the disc he referred to, but I'm having a hard time keeping my eyelids popped open. I decide to go back to my office for a couple of hours of shut-eye. As I open the door, I catch a whiff of expensive perfume, then feel my jaw slam into a brick wall. When my vision clears, I'm seated across from a beautiful Oriental woman with matching goons on either side of me.
Good evening, Mr. Murphy. Please, have a seat.
Gee, thanks. My dogs are really tired.
Yes, you've been very busy, haven't you? Let me introduce myself. My name is Eddie Ching.
Well, I don't believe I've had the pleasure, Miss Ching.
That's not totally true, is it? You've had the pleasure of visiting my apartment. I have learned that you were hired to steal a statuette from my apartment. I admire the skill you display in doing so, but I must now ask you to return the bird to me.
Thanks for the compliment, but I don't have your stupid bird. Someone stole it from me after I left your place. You'll just have to run down to Goodwill and get yourself a new one.
It's gone? You imbecile! Have you no idea what you've done? You were set up. The person who hired you belongs to a group so powerful, they may hold the fate of the world in their hands. The statuette is worthless, except to this cult. And I went to great lengths to keep it from them. And all it took was one idiotic PI to give these fanatics the talisman they need to loose the demons of hell upon the earth.
Oh, please. You really believe all that satanic mumbo-jumbo?
You obviously don't understand what I'm saying. With the statuette, the cult will fulfill its prophecies, unleashing an unimaginable flood of destruction. The prophecy is supposed to be fulfilled in 6 days. If the statuette is not recovered before then, nothing will matter. We'll all be dead.
You mean to tell me the world is going to end on Thursday? Damn it! I don't get my unemployment check till Friday.
The cult knows about me. They tried several times to steal the statuette once they learned I had it. They will not allow me or my operatives to obstruct their plans. You, however, they do not consider to be a threat. The cult is behind the crusade for genetic purity. I don't know any more than what I've told you, except for the identity of the man who set you up. He is known as the Chameleon. If you can find him, you will be within reach of the statuette. You should realize that your blunder makes you responsible for 10 billion lives. Hope for your own sake that you can succeed where more powerful people cannot. Let this be a reminder to you not to repeat your mistakes. If you fail, I will see you in hell.
So did he have the chip or not?
I never found out. My usual methods of persuasion weren't working, so I had to get a little more forceful. Next thing I know, his lights go out. I think I killed him.
Dead men don't help us. We've got to find out about that chip. If the Colonel didn't have the chip, then he probably sent it to Murphy. Stick around and keep tabs on him until the last second. But don't kill him. If the chip doesn't show up, make sure Murphy doesn't blunder into our path. If you find the chip, destroy it. Then you can do what you want with Murphy.
Maybe I need a career change. 2 days in a row waking up in a semi-conscious stupor is enough for anybody. My nose is so sore my eyes water when I inhale and all my front teeth shift slightly when I exhale. On top of all this, I found out that the world population could be annihilated because of me. That's just too much guilt to heap on a guy at this hour of the morning. Looks like I'm on my own. I'll need to find that disc the Colonel referred to. And what about that Countess? Was she on the level or was she just feeding me a line?